because we have 6 settlements surrounding Bitumar, and these 6 settlements were partially established on Bitumar's lands. They confiscated around 2,000 dunums. There will be another 4,000 dunums confiscated later on by the apartheid wall. Still, they didn't start, but they will start very soon. Yeah. This settlement is called Karmitsur, and it was established on the lands of the farmers. You can see there the fence that separates between the settlement and the land. And still there are lands for the farmers behind the fence, but they are prevented from getting there.
And there's a settler there, is there?
Yes. The farmers came here to plant these plants with international volunteers. They provide them kind of protection. So they will not shoot them, they will not shoot tear gas bombs or live ammunition in the presence of the internationals. But if they came alone, as I told you, whom came yesterday, the families came to pick up some grape leaves to sell them. They just kick them from the area and they shooted them by so many tear gas bombs.
The soldiers,
yeah.
Israeli army did that.
They will say there is no one owns these lands, and so they can't put their hands on it. So this is how they expand the settlement.
Is that settler armed?
Yes, and they are also protected by military forces, by Israeli military forces as well. They are all the time they are armed, of course. I think within a few minutes you will see a jeep here. Yeah, usually they do this. Whenever we come, usually a jeep of Israeli forces will come and stand in front of us.
Black area, what's this caused by?
هذا شو الحريق؟
هذا من القنابل الصوت والغاز اللي بيضربوه.
This fire resulted from the tear gas bombs and sound bombs. This land is related to Ahmed, and because they knew him, he is an activist in the popular movement, in these actions, in the non-violence actions. So they tried to revenge from him. So they are doing these stuffs for his land. You know, at any time, it is expected that they will come and they will uproot these plants because they have done this before. This land has been cultivated for the 3rd time.
So, and those are olive trees in the little things, and so they've been planted before and uprooted 3 times. Yeah. And when they get uprooted, is that do settlers come in the night or something? What happens?
Usually they come during the day. They don't need to come in the night. They can do it in the middle of the day. Yeah.
And you have no power to stop them. Nobody, no forces or army or anything.
They tried to stop the bulldozer. He himself tried to do it, but he can't do anything.
You stood in front of the bulldozer?
Yes, yeah. وقفت انت وقتها.
انا واخوي فقط لا غير.
He and his brother only.
ودشر شوفير الجرافه هنا وشرد اجرائي جوا المستوطن.
And the driver of the bulldozer just left the bulldozer and went into the settlement.
كنا على رغبة الاستعداد لحرقها بس مع جية الجيش فزع مرة واحدة طبعا ما تمكناش ضرب غاز وطاق.
After that the military forces came and protect the driver from only 2.
والأعمال اللي قاموا فيها بالليل هنا اللي هي هدم البيوت البلاستيكية. وريتك إياها في المنطقة تحت.
The land next to this land, just a little bit far away from here, where they have greenhouses. The settlers also came in the middle of the night and they just removed the greenhouses.
So that is destruction of private property.
Yeah.
Are they ever charged? Do they go to the court? Do you file complaints?
No, usually the farmers do not complain. It is allowed for the military forces to do whatever they want. And the farmers here do not have the possibilities to go to the court and appeal against the Israeli forces. As we are under occupation, So there is no law that protects us from the military forces and from the settlers themselves. As I told you, in many cases, these actions, violent actions, are occurring under the eyes of the Israeli military forces and under their protection. They can do whatever they want. I mean, the settlers. They can burn the cars. They can shoot on the farmers here. And this is usually done under the Israeli military forces' eyes. I'm talking about these buildings. On the top of the hill.
On the top of the hill.
Yeah, next to the red roofs.
Yes.
You can see it.
Yes.
Yeah, this is an expansion for the settlement. هدول كلهم جداد المباني.
كلهم
جديد.
قاعدين بيزحفوا تحت.
And still they are expanding down over the hill.
All that is Beitumar land.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
And down the hill, are they temporary things they've put on there?
هذه الخيمة اللي محطوطة هناك إلهم.
للجيش.
Yes, it is for the military forces. Yes.
The military forces. Yeah. The military forces are expanding the settlement.
No, they are not expanding. They are acting as a protective for the settlers.
So this shows how the Israeli authorities are expanding the settlements at the same time as they're trying to talk about peace negotiations.
They are talking about peace negotiation. I keep saying, what peace negotiation? You know, the two-state agreement is almost died, and they try to make it awake from its death. They are talking about peace, while on the ground they are expanding the settlements, and they are putting plans for even new settlements and confiscating more and more lands. And as you know, these settlements usually separating the West Bank in two different parts. It's Ramallah in the north, while Hebron, Bethlehem in the south. So what a state you are talking about while it is separated? When you are talking about a state, it should have borders, and it should be how can I say this?
One entity.
It's easy to go from where to a place to another place without without having, for example, different roads or far away roads. So there is no peace actually. I cannot think that there is a peace.
You're saying you're surrounded by 6 settlements and they're expanding like this. It must give you a terrible feeling of oppression. You're being squeezed,
yes,
weighted down. Can you describe how that feels?
When you are talking about confiscating your own land and being prevented from visiting it and getting used from it, this is something really makes you feel frustrated so much about the situation. And while the international community once tried to solve the problem or the whole issue of Jewish people, it was on the expense of the Palestinians. And when they started it, they say that we brought Jewish to a land without people. But actually, this land has people, has its own people. And whenever you go, you can find the Palestinians. They are here. They are in the Arab world as well as in European countries, in the United States. So we are here and we are still on the ground. We hope that one day that the international community will realize this fact and will hold its responsibility regarding the Palestinians and about the issue of the Jewish, and try to solve this problem. Because I usually say that these settlements, actually, it is not a settlement. It is not only a settlement. And the people who are living inside it, they are not settlers. They are robbers. They are robbing our lands. And this is in the middle of the day. So what is the feeling? I can't talk about my feeling when I see a foreigner person came from, I don't know, from Britain, from United States, from Ireland, I don't know from where, and just put his hands on my land. And he says that this is his own land and he was promised by God for this land. I don't know what to say about that.
Could you ever think that you could live in peace, one state, two states, if that settlement stays there with the people who are living there?
It's hard to speak about peace while they are staying on our lands. They have at first to demolish these settlements, and after that we might talk about the peace process. Bitumar's lands, they confiscated around 2,000 dunums. There will be another 4,000 dunums confiscated later on by the apartheid wall. Still, they didn't start, but they will start very soon. They are prevented from getting there.
And there's a settler there, is there?
Yes. The farmers came here to plant these plants with international volunteers. They provide them kind of protection, so they will not shoot them. They will not. Because we have 6 settlements surrounding Bitumar, and these 6 settlements were partially established on. This settlement is called Kermitsur, and it was established on the lands of the farmers. You can see there the fence that separates between the settlement and the land, and still there are lands for the farmers behind the fence, but they shoot tear gas bombs or live ammunition in the presence of the internationals. But if they came alone, as I told you, whom came yesterday, the families came to pick up some grape leaves to